As we reach the halfway point in the Apples Marble Cup Season 1, we have block pushing. The marbles, this is a pretty classic event, obviously, very well known. So two teams will go down this track, and you have to push these two blocks, which is more like caps, as far down as possible. And they'll get 2 runs, they'll switch lanes. So, everybody gets a fair run. So, and if any flukes happen as well, that just results in flukes. I hope at least. But yeah. And of course, the ones that get the farthest pushes will win the event. So yeah. As you see the teams and the fans are over there, because I don't know where else to put them. Of course, Russian Roars have the lead still, but only by 4 points over Experienced Reapers with past Rough Waves and Whiteout and Asteroid Slammers rounding up the top 5. With Ice Shippers having a really poor run. Can we switch it? Can we change it around this event? Let's find out. And here we go for our test team, Deep Forest and Rainbow Vortexes, and those weren't amazing pushes, especially from Deep Forest, who holds the record, which is 62.2, but only a 54 flat for Deep Forest in that one. But first up, the Ice Shippers and the Whiteouts. Ice Shippers coming into this event were very worried because in the Born Networks Marble Championship they have never really had a good success in there. And Whiteout, that was a strong push by Whiteouts. Ice Shippers definitely falling behind there. And that is, in fact, that's a new record for Whiteouts. 63.2. That 1 centimeter further than Deep Forest, but and one of the Whiteouts falls in the second run, and I think that was the third marble. Was that maybe that was Squeen who fell off? Maybe you can see him over there. Ice Shippers destroyed Whiteout, but that didn't look like a very strong push. And no, in fact, it was worse than their first push. 26.1 for Whiteouts. Ugh. But at least they got that amazing push in the first round. But now, Super Candies and Rough Waves. Rough Waves having a bad event. Last time in Super Candies, that looked like a strong push. Rough Waves, that looked pretty abysmal, to be honest. But Super Candies could be onto something here. And it is another record. The record has been broken again. 65.4 for the Super Candies. And they are looking really good. Rough Waves, they need a good push in this one. But it doesn't look like they're going to get it. In fact, is that the captain? Is that Wavy? Yeah, Wavy got smashed into Super Candies' Wayne. Now, the Rough Waves do improve 49.4, but that will be last by quite a bit. Now, Canada Selection and Exploding Creepers. Exploding Creepers get to finish out, in the bottom 4, while Canada Selection get to finish in the top 4. And neither of these two pushes look particularly great. And no, we don't have new record. In fact, that Canada Selection failed to pass over 53, I believe. Now switch lanes. Oh, and I think that was the captain of Canada Selection, Can, went flying. Well, not flying, but went off the course. Exploding Creepers, that looked like a way better push. And it was 56.2 for Exploding Creepers. Then we move on to third. Canada Selection, only 52.2. And now, our final. Asteroid Slammers and Russian Rollers for our final pushes. Final round. And now, that was a strong push by the Russian Rollers. They're trying to get back into form after a pretty poor event last time. Well, not poor, but another amazing event last time. Now we're like up into the 56, 57. Yeah, and Asteroid Slammers, that was great, but Asteroid Slammers, to switch out Supernova and Galaxy, the captain, around. See if that can make a difference, maybe. And it did, but that didn't look like a strong push. Russian Rollers, that was a terrible push. I think they got satisfied with the first push they got, and yeah. But I think, yeah, Asteroid Slammer doing proof for a 52.4, but Russian Rollers got a 57.5, and that would be enough for a bronze. But Super Candies get their first goal of the season in front of Whiteouts and Russian Roars. That's 65.4 was an amazing push, and after starting the season pretty poorly, they'll now have a goal to their name and definitely shut up the standings. Whiteouts, their first medal of the season. They're being very consistent. They surely will go up in the standings as well. Russian Roars will definitely keep their lead. Yeah, they do. 29.3 medals. Experiment Creepers keep second, but only by 2 points over Whiteouts, who jumped to third. Then is Super Candy jumping 3 spots up to 20 with that victory. Rough Waves are falling down fast now, falling to 5th with 19. Asteroid Terminal also fall to 6th with 18, so 1 point behind. Meanwhile, Canada Selection and Ice Shippers are falling behind the pack. And we'll see you guys for our next event. So, see ya.